Hello Libra, welcome to my new channel. This is Sugar Moon Tarot, and today we are going to do an energy check-in on your person to see what's going on. And I also want to take just a moment to thank everyone who has stopped by and who is supporting my new channel, all of the new subscribers. I really do appreciate you. Okay, let's find out what's going on with your person. Tell me about Libra's person's overall energy towards Libra. That was fast. They have a lot of energy popping out. Okay, we have a book here. So this is, for me, is just a couple of things. One, it's a study. They're studying something when it comes to you. They are wanting to improve their knowledge. Now, I asked specifically about their energy towards you. So this is going to be anything to do with studying you, meaning that they're just always really inquisitive. They probably ask a lot of questions. They want to know things. It's like they're very curious. They want to know everything. Your favorite animal, your favorite ice cream, your favorite color, your favorite author, your favorite movie. I mean, they seem very inquisitive. So they're studying who you are. Everything from what makes you cry to what makes you laugh to all of the small details. The sparkle in your eye. They are really into you that much. The other way of looking at this is I kind of see it as a diary. So if they don't seem just overly inquisitive on the outside, I think they're taking mental notes, much like somebody writes in a private diary. So they are still doing the same thing. They're being very inquisitive, but if they're not doing it outwardly, then there's just, it's almost like they're writing it down in their headspace as to everything in this diary. That's the way I see that, okay? It's a study of something, and I ask about you, so it's the study of you, okay? That's the way I see that. All right, let's find out what's going on in their head. Let's see what they found out about you, all right? Okay. All right, tell me what Libra's person is thinking about Libra in their headspace. Whoa, Libra. Well, they have found out a lot. The first thing that they have found out is that they have some love. Now, this is the Knight of Cups. This is Mr. Romance. This is the guy or the gal that brings the flowers and lights the candles and turns on the music and sprays the pillow with perfume or whatever. I mean, this is Mr. Romantic. So in their head space, they're actively thinking how they can bring romance into the relationship. They are having active thoughts about that. It's probably what they're studying. They're studying you in this moment because if they have a plan, and we'll look and see if we can figure something out, but if they have a plan, they're wanting to do something that you would like. And the only way they're going to know what you truly like is to study who you are. Okay, so I think they're really trying to figure out how they can really behave around you. And I'm not saying they're going to be not authentic. That's not what I'm saying, because the Knight of Cups to me is an authentic person. But they're trying to figure out the things that they can do, their behavior around you, to be very chivalrous. This is a very chivalrous person. They open the doors and they do all of those things, okay? So they carry your bags and just whatever you would see as a chivalrous person, very respectful, romantic. So they're studying you to find out what they need to do that would make you happy and please you. And this is in their headspace, so they're actively thinking of that. Okay, that's so beautiful. All right, they also have the Knight of Wands. So now we have two knights in their headspace. Knights mean coming forward. And we have romance coming forward with passion. So you're about to get, like, for me, somebody who's passionate and romantic. I mean, come on. That is like every person's dream, to have somebody who's passionate and romantic, okay? And this is also a very fast-moving knight. So they've got a lot of fire, they've got a lot of passion, and they have the romance. If he was just up there alone, if he was standing in here alone with some different cards surrounding him, I would say, you might want to watch out for this knight, because he's going to ride in and he's going to ride off. But this knight is not going to, because he has the Knight of Cups standing beside him, see. Mr. Romantic is going to slow him down. Mr. Romantic is going to make him act right. He's not going to, Mr. Romance is not going to let him just run in and run out. Plus, somebody that was going to run in and run out would not be studying you because they wouldn't care. So we're talking about somebody who has a lot of fire and passion, a lot of romance, a lot of love. They're wanting to ride in fast. They're wanting to ride in a very correct way for you, okay? I love that. All right. We also have the King of Coins. My goodness. Okay, this is like the King of Pentacles. So now we have somebody who wants to present themselves as very stable for you. The King of Coins is a very stable person. They're stable financially. They're stable in their career. They're stable, or they're headed that way. Okay, they are very nurturing. I always say that they're like the soccer dad. They're the king of their empire a little bit. Just really wanting to make sure that everything's done, the yard is mowed, the cars are filled up with gas, whatever, just the practical side of things. So now, gosh, what do you have, like the perfect person or something, Libra? So now you have somebody who's very romantic, very passionate, and mows your yard. Okay, really, come on now. Really, seriously, do you have like the perfect person and they're stable on top of all of that? I mean, this is great, okay? Now we have this person who wants to communicate with you. This is energy that is just quickly and rapidly firing back in their headspace, back and forth with you. So if you're communicating with them, which I would hope you are communicating with this person because they just seem fantastic to me, you probably have a lot of fast-moving communication back and forth. You're texting, you're calling, you're doing all of that. If you're not doing that, they certainly want to, because this is in the forefront of their thoughts. They are wanting to come in upright, be upright, and communicate with you. Okay, I love that. All right. We also have the Page of Swords. Now, this is a typical card of somebody watching you, looking at your Facebook, looking to see what you're up to, very curious. For me, that's exactly what they're doing, because that's what I already said they were doing. They're very curious about you. They're watching you closely. They're wanting to see everything you do. And it's not in a creepy way, not at all. They're just studying you because they're fascinated by you. They really like you. You're probably like somebody they have never met before in their life. And you just I don't know, you fascinate them in a very good way. And they just want to know everything about you, the kind of music you like, just everything. They probably talk to you a lot about your family and just if you have children and just whatever, anything they want to know. They're fascinated by anything. They want to know about your career and just anything that involves you, they want to know about. Okay, so they're very inquisitive. So, gosh, all right, I love this person. I love your person. So so far so good. They have just fantastic energy coming off of this person here. Okay, so let's find out what is in their heart space. In their heart of hearts, how does this person truly feel about Libra? Well, we're going to definitely start with the best stuff first. Look at this, the Two of Cups and their emotions. This is emotions that are on fire for you. It's like their emotions are directed right at you in a very loving way, okay? This fire is on both of your hands here. Okay, so this fire and this emotion is just, like I said, it's just directed and firing right at you. All of this love. Okay, that's beautiful. All right. So we have that. But we have some for me, it's a lot. It's a lot of mixed energy. It's almost completely opposite of what's going on in their head. We have some conflict in the heart, and I'm not really understanding what the conflict is about. I mean, they obviously have all of this stuff going on in their headspace, and even the Two of Cups in their heart. They're inquisitive about you, but there's a conflict or something that needs to change. So possibly you guys broke up, or maybe the conflict is they're not sure how you feel about them. That could be it. Maybe you've never told them how you feel. Maybe you think it's their place to keep this moving and to keep this rolling, and maybe you're just kind of being, I'm not going to say standoffish, but maybe you're just kind of being a little bit silent, and you're not really telling them how you feel, what you want, or anything, and they don't have any idea. So they're conflicted about it in their emotions. Maybe they're not sure if they should give their heart away because they're unsure. That's something. Okay, here's the moon here. So for me, there's something that's a mystery to them. And that goes back to what they're studying so much. They're just really inquisitive and looking and studying because there's something in their emotions something's not adding up, or it's a mystery, or they're just maybe a little in the dark, or they feel like that there's a secret, or there's something here in their heart space. Let's find out about that. I want to know. Tell me about this Five of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Maybe you cut them out in the past. I think if you did, it's been a while, and maybe that's why they're being so inquisitive about what you're up to right now, and they've kind of changed their ways. That's possibly it. Or maybe they feel like that you're about to, or I don't know. I think it has something to do with this being in the heart space. It has something to do with emotions. And I think they're confused maybe over your emotions. If you're going to cut them out in the moon, I think that's it. That's how it feels to me. Okay. Tell me about this moon. Okay. Yeah, I think this is starting to make a little more sense now to me. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is somebody who's wanting to put down the foundation of a relationship. This is planting the seeds for something in the future. Okay, so the moon is, I think, in their emotions, have they planted enough seeds, or have you together as a couple planted enough seeds? Do we have enough foundation to move this forward? There's some mystery here. I think it has to do with they're confused or unsure how you feel about them. There's something like that for me, okay? But we have the wheel here that's going to twist this and move this forward. So I think there's going to be whatever is hidden and whatever needs to change, or questions or conflict they have here, is going to get moving forward, whatever that is, okay? We also have a waiting energy. So in their heart, they're waiting on the right moment. See, they're waiting on this ship to come in. So, and we also have the moon, part of the moon back here. And what I just got from that, just in my intuition, is that when the moon is completely gone, see, it's almost gone. It's just a small crescent moon right there. They've almost got it figured out. Whatever this is that's conflicted, because they've been studying so hard. And when this last little bit is revealed to them and the last part of that moon is gone, the waiting will be over. They will have whatever answers they need. Okay, so I think there's still going to be a little bit of time there on that waiting card. All right, we have somebody that's working very diligently. This is the Three of Coins. Just the picture here reminds me so much of the Eight of Coins, where the man is working on his pentacles. So I feel like he's working on something. And with this being the Three of Coins, for me, the Three of Coins is always a spiritual union card. Because in the traditional tarot deck, you have the two people with the higher power standing in between them. And so for me, it's the trinity of you, your person, and the higher power in the traditional tarot. So I see this one as they're working on learning more about this spiritual union. If you're, say, let's say you're twin flames or something like that, they may have just discovered that they're your twin flame. And they are like, what in the world is going on here? And they're studying diligently, trying to figure that out. Sometimes it could be something as simple as the love languages, learning to speak the same love language. But they're trying to figure out something to do with building knowledge around this being a spiritual connection. They're wanting to improve and grow this, okay? All right, now we also have the Five of Cups. So there's something here involving regret or sadness, or they're missing you. Maybe they're at a distance. That's another thing here this is another story I get off of this, is that one of you is watching and waiting for the other one to come home because the ship is off in the distance. Okay, so there could be just actually waiting on you to physically return, or they're waiting to physically return to you, and that is making them very sad. Okay, so it could be something like that. Otherwise, there's just some sad energy here, and I don't know, that goes back to maybe just this conflict. The other story would be, I think, if you have been together in the past or you're split apart or something like that, that they're just still have some mystery on trying to figure out what maybe this connection really is, or would you take them back? Would you cut them out? Would you still be in for this relationship? Something along that line, okay? Let's find out what their next possible moves may be. What is this person might do towards Libra? Actions that this person may take towards Libra in the next, say, week or so. Okay, well, we have the Six of Cups. So this is a actual reunion card, for sure. This is a reunion card. Reuniting with somebody from your past. So you could be separated, and this is they want to come back to you. That's really what it seems like to me. Is that somebody has truly learned their lessons, and they're wanting to come to you in the way that maybe they never did before, and they've been studying what all they need to do, and the love is still here, but they're conflicted and they're worried if you'll accept them back. That's what the moon is about, and the sadness is about, and they're just waiting until they have more information revealed to them. That's really the story I feel over this. But there are a few things that could be a little bit different, and so everybody's scenario is not exactly the same. Okay, so take what resonates for you on that, okay? But the Six of Cups is a reunion card. This is happy memories card. They may be really reminiscent about times in their past with you. They may be really excited about wanting to reunite with you. So there's a lot. This is, for me, just a complete happy card. I love the Six of Cups because it's childlike, it's sweet, it's innocent. If there's been struggles in the past, then the Six of Cups doesn't have the struggles because it's just very childlike. It's just like all of the guards are down and you're just kind of coming back in a really smiling way. This guy right here is just smiling from ear to ear, lifting his cup, almost saying, cheers, we're going to do this. I love that, okay? We also have the Six of Coins here. So we have a balancing card, all right? And this is going to be like, I'm sorry. I just realized that I called that the Six of Cups, and it's the Nine of Cups. I don't know why I kept seeing that as the Six of Cups. Maybe I saw it like that for a reason. But the Nine of Cups for me is still, it's really pretty much all I said, and that's what I felt off of it. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is pure happiness. The guy's smiling. He's having memories. Cheers. All of that is still true. I'm sorry that I called that the wrong card. I've not done that before. But maybe there was a reason why I did. Anyway, it's happy, okay? Now we have the 6 of coins, all right? So this is balancing out. So this is back to probably something to do with these memories and working on this spiritual connection, waiting. They're needing to balance something, and I'm going to find out more about that. We have the 5 of Wands. There's still some conflict, okay? We have the 2 of Swords trying to make a decision. Excuse me. And we have the Queen of Cups. So this is very flowing love. So we have a lot of cups in here, okay? Y'all wonder if you're dealing with a water person. Possibly. But either way, there's just a lot of flowing fluid water, very watery energy. So your person is very much in their feels. They're really in an emotional state. And that may be another thing. If your person is a very logical thinker, they may be off balance because they're so much into their emotions. Remember all these emotions up here at the beginning, Mr. Romantic and all that. If they're in their feels and that's not typically how they are, it may have just completely thrown them off balance. And they're like, I'm way too in my feels. I've got, they may be like, I got to get out of all this mushy stuff. Maybe they're not really wanting to be mushy. And so they're trying to get it back into a logical state. They're trying to balance something, okay? That's kind of how I feel, that they're just overly emotional about you right now. All right, but I want to know what this decision is. Tell me about the 2 of Swords here. Strength. Do they have enough courage to come forward? That's really what that is. Because they're wanting to come forward. We had 2 knights and a king up in their headspace. They want to come forward. I think they're trying to decide if they have the courage to do it. This may really be somebody from your past, especially, and I said especially with the 6 of Cups. It ended up not even being the 6 of Cups, but I still feel like it is. I feel like it's a reunion from the past. That's truly how I feel about it. It's probably why I called it wrong and saw it wrong, because that's what I was feeling in my over this, okay? Let's find out what this conflict is about. Tell me about this 5 of Wands here. Do they come forward? They're conflicted. Do I have the courage to come forward? That's what this is about, okay? So I think it's just all kind of gelling for me now. And the real true story that I'm getting off of it, basic story, is I think this is really truly somebody that's been in your past, or that you're separated from miles. Or maybe it's just kind of the beginnings of a relationship and they're wanting to move it forward. There's something to do about returning to you or moving this to the next level, or both, okay? And so they're really in their feels. They're really all over their emotional space. They're wondering if they have courage, if they have what it takes, because they want to do this. They're feeling romantic. They're feeling passionate. They're feeling stable now if they hadn't been in the past. They have this energy of wanting to communicate with you. They've been studying you. Okay, so, but they're still conflicted over coming forward. So I think the conflict is this was in their emotional space. They're conflicted over how you feel, and that's what this moon is about. They're just conflicted over how you feel. I think that's what it is. And they had that waiting energy. And like I was saying, when that moon completely disappears, the waiting is going to be over. So that this may be the rest of the moon. They're just having to gain their courage right here. And then they'll disappear and they'll come forward. I definitely feel like this person is coming forward. For sure. Because there's too many forward movement cards. We have too many knights. We have, we have the Chariot. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's just too much forward movement. We have all this energy flying back and forth between you. There's so much forward movement, but we do have some sadness. We do have some mystery. We do have some waiting. We do have some conflict. And we do have some maybe just lack of courage at this point, okay? But I don't see this as being anything big, and I think it's almost over. And I really don't give times very often, and this doesn't give a time. But I'm just telling you, I feel like it's just real close. It's almost, that moon is almost faded. And when it's gone, they're coming in. The last little thing is just to tidy up their thoughts in their heart space. That's all I feel over this. I definitely think someone's coming forward to you very soon, okay? So let's get a message from your person. What would your person say to you right now? What would this person say to Libra? I feel badly by the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Possibly some things in the past, and that's why they're unsure how you feel. That's what the moon is about, okay? Let's get another one. I'm not the same person that you remember. Ooh, I love that, because if this person was romantic, passionate, and stable, I don't know why you would have not been together with them, okay? So if there's just a breakup situation, then they probably were not like this in the past. And this is probably a very, very true statement. I am not the person you remember. I think that they've been studying, they've been growing, they may be watching tarot readings, they may have done a lot of spiritual enlightenment. So if you have not seen them in a long time, you may be very surprised at how much they've changed. But they do still have a little bit of courage. They need courage to come in. They need maybe we need the magician to show up and let them know that they have all of the tools that they need to come forward. Okay, so there's still just a little bit of something that's kind of holding them back and keeping them pulled back. So the Knights are here. The Knights are in their headspace. They're definitely thinking about it, but they're also, I think, I don't want to say afraid. That's not it. I don't want to say somebody's afraid. I just think that maybe they're just having to wait for the right moment of motivation, maybe I should say. Okay, so anyway, I definitely think this person loves you very much. I think this is a very good reading. I think it's sweet. I think it's kind. I think somebody's really cares for you. They really are watching to see what kind of person you are. They've been studying. They've been changing, and they have grown and matured. I mean, that's truly the way I see it. So I think that I would definitely give this person a chance. I mean, for sure I would. I'd be really curious as to what kind of romance and everything they're going to bring to the table. Like, okay, buddy, show me what you got. Show me everything you've learned. You know, that'd be kind of the way I would approach it. Maybe I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I would be definitely watching for like, okay, let's see what this person has. All right. Okay, that's all I have for you, Libra. Thank you for stopping by, and have a very nice day.